my coconut rice. This recipe is easy, but the flavor is out of this world. You should try it. So you want to start by cracking your coconut, get the meat out, rinse it and cut into tiny pieces like so. Next, transfer into a blender, add some warm water and blend until it is smooth. Once that is done, I'm going to pass this through a chiffon cloth to catch the chaff. Now squeeze this to get all the milk out and our coconut milk is ready. At this time, I'm going to prep the peppers. I have some red bell pepper, yellow pepper, some paprika pepper, which I learned is called shombo in Nigeria, and some onion. So I'm going to take out the seed from the paprika pepper and roughly blend all of this together and set aside. Today's hug is for Naomi Zambika watching from Zambia. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. So now that most of our ingredients are prepped, I'm going to add some coconut oil into a pan. Once it heats up, I'll fry some grated garlic and ginger for about a minute. These two ingredients is going to make this rice really delicious, so add it if you can. Next, I went in with some washed and deboned dry catfish. I'm going to stir this in before I add the roughly blended peppers. To season this, I'll add some thyme, seasoning cube, and some bay leaves. I'll also add some salt, but I'll add later, okay? Remember, smoked catfish is smoked with salt, so be careful with salt when cooking this. So I'm going to let this fry for a few minutes before I go in with the rice. I'm using long grain parboiled rice. What I did was wash it multiple times with salt until the water ran clear. So I'm going to stir this in, let it fry for a few minutes before I go in with the coconut milk. You guys, if you can, use freshly homemade coconut milk. The store-bought ones don't do it for me, sorry. The taste is not as strong as the freshly homemade ones. So at this point, I tasted and thought I needed a little bit more salt, so I adjusted. I'm going to cover this and let this cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and check. And I was doing this on medium heat. Don't want your heat to be too high, it will burn. Now, one important thing I should mention is coconut milk contains oil, so you want to add little amount of oil when you're frying the peppers, okay? So after about 15 minutes, I came back, gave it another stir, and at this time I'm going to cover with a foil or parchment paper so that the steam can cook this through until it is done. Meanwhile, off camera, I was grilling some chicken that will go with this rice. Let me know if you want to see the recipe and I'll share. After a few minutes, I go back, check on the rice, and look at that. This rice is as good as done. The aroma in this kitchen, nose blinding for real. So I like to finish up with some spring onion. This just brings some level of freshness to this dish. Stir that in and take it off the heat immediately, and our food is ready. Thank you for watching. Send me your pictures if you try this out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.